Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Leo for the month of January 2026. So welcome, Leo. We are now in the zodiac sign of Capricorn. So lots of earthy energy coming through. Working towards our goals, hopefully, with the Capricorn energy. They're very much status, aligned with status and moving to the very top of the pile. So very good in all aspects, really, if you're wanting to launch something this time, especially at the beginning of the year. You are in your you're in your 6th house, of work, service, and I just call it housekeeping. So catching up on all those things that we've said I'll do it tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes. It's sort of niggling health issues too may raise their ugly head, just to remind us, oh my God, you haven't done that yet, and you haven't been to the dentist, and now that tooth is aching. All that kind of energy comes through in the 6th house. So we need to be getting on top of things and finishing off to-do lists, etc., with health and with general everyday housekeeping. Okay, so just a quick housekeeping note for here. Like, subscribe and comment would be great. Growing the channel is optimum for 2026. Thank you for that. Okay, energy around is strength, and it's your card. So it's self-awareness. So it's coming to terms with who we are and all our different emotions and how we kind of project ourselves in groups. Do we think of others? Do we not think of others? And it's all about that awareness of other people as well in the whole mix of things. How would I feel if something like this happened to me, for an example? And that is just that self-awareness that we really need to sort of work on. It's a major card, so it's a major energy coming through to sort of reorient ourselves back into being self-aware of everybody in our midst, I suppose, or in our environment, including family as well. Okay, big card, big energy, big Leo energy, where you are right now, and we have the Justice card. So a very karmic time for you at the moment. So that self-awareness may be coming in through karma with other people or with situations that have occurred in the past, and now it's come back to tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, this is karma at work for you. So it's for you to sort of, it's like, do we grow flowers or do we grow weeds? It's all up to us, and we all sometimes do either or either of it. But karma is a very powerful state of being, and this is also ruled by the planet, the zodiac sign of Libra. So very Libran, so it's all about balance as well, getting things right, making sure that things are equal and balanced in your life. And there are consequences for either, aren't there? So that's another big card for you, Leo, so very nice. The influencing card is coming through, and it's the 4 of Cups. So a bit of the going from a massive high to a bit of a low. It's a very temporary card, very temporary feeling, really. But when it comes along, it's sort of the the antidote for it is to be grateful for what we have. We can't always be riding the high wave and just being there and happy, etc. In our emotional world. Sometimes things do become a bit glum, especially around this time of year too. We can miss people that are no longer on this plane with us, and that can create a bit of a down sort of feeling. But soon, as I said, it just doesn't last long, and then we have to sort of reorient ourselves and go, okay, let's sort of, tomorrow will be brighter kind of energy. But we ups and downs, really, isn't it? Swings and roundabouts, Leo, but that's okay as well. Okay, let's see what was going on in the November, December time. And it can go beyond from that as well, I might say. And we have the Six of Pentacles. So once again, balance, a lot of balance, giving and giving and taking in equal measure. Obviously, relationships can be doing with a lot to do with your money, finances as well. So things look quite balanced here. It is a nice card to get. It's hard to achieve sometimes, as we all know, but it is a good card to have, and it still has impact now, even though it sort of was present back in November, December, which was literally the other week. But yeah, just take heed of that, because that's a really nice state to have achieved, especially in relationships too. I think it's really important to make sure everything's sort of 50-50. Otherwise, you know, it's like a smaller karmic card. It's like the minor of the major karma. It's like a minor. Are you putting in your 50%? Recent influences. 5 of Swords, so a bit of mental conflict here, conflict with work. Obviously, most of it is work or families with this. Different opinions sort of clashing, different soliciting opinions from people who will give you their opinion, and one must not take that as gospel for your own path, because it just won't work. So when we go back to the drawing board and think, well, best not ask for advice from others, because they will naturally tell you what they would do. So therefore there can be conflict arising here, especially with work people and family people. There can be those sort of little bits of niggly energy where it's like, oh my God, I don't agree with them, but that's all right, you don't have to. But just it's kind of a reminder to be steadfast in what you wish to do about a certain situation, whether you speak up and argue or whether you just sit back and observe and let it pass, would probably be the better way, and just rely on your own intuition. But this is mental energy, so sometimes we can sort of speak before we think, and then before we know it, we're in a bit of a tussle with others. So best to use the intuition when this sort of scenario comes up and say very little or nothing. The lesson. Knight of Swords. Expect the unexpected. In he comes. He's very much, this is a Gemini card, so very much of things coming in out of nowhere and creating a bit of a disruption really, and you're going, oh my God, what happened there? Where did that come from? He is a court card person, so this could be a person. It could be your son, your brother. It's usually a younger, more immature person. Can also be a person that is older and is still a bit immature without being rude, that just comes in out of nowhere and plonks something on you, and you go, oh my God, what, this has turned everything into chaos suddenly. But that's that sort of energy of the Knight of Swords, so it's best to be on high alert when that's around. And once again, as in with the Five of Swords, just the best thing is to sit, listen and observe, and don't try to get too sort of drawn into whatever he's bringing with him, because he could be gone. He arrives in a flash and he goes in a flash, if you know what I mean. Romantically too, this person could just be coming in for a couple of days and just sweeping you off your feet, and before you know it, he's vanished into the distance. But yeah, once again, keeping our wits about us with this kind of energy, mental energy as well. And we all know that intuition is always the winner over the mental energy, don't we, Leo? Okay, near future. And we have the lovely, settled, grounded Queen of Pentacles coming in, home and hearth, things going really well there. So that's a welcome change from what we've got with this air signs coming in. So very nice card actually to have. Home and hearth, feeling at home, loving being at home, all those things associated with home. Family, people, friends, whatever coming to your place, and the Leos I know, they're always the queen of the home and hearth. It is a home when you go to her place. So it's a really nice energy to settle into for the first 4 weeks of 2026. Well done, Leo. And if you don't feel like that, well, you've got time to make it happen. What's happening that you're not realising, and we have the beautiful Magician, major card, major energy, remembering that the power and the energy comes through us, not from us. So it's almost like it's a free-flowing energy that just sort of cycles through, I guess. At times it is this Magician, he belongs to Mercury, which is the planet, as we know, of communication. So it's like every now and again we get this brilliant idea or something, but then the next step is to really make things happen out of it, because you do have the potential there. But remember too, where there's potential, there's risk. But it's like the journey that one is compelled to go on, because you have that communication, you have that ability, you had that idea, and that'd be fantastic. Let's do it. Let's move through it. So you've got this coming through where you're not realising. So it's a really good card for you to go, yeah, look, I'm going to take that chance for 2026. Once again, a launching sort of card where you have an opportunity, so take it. So it's tucked down here of what you're not realising, but it's really quite great. Okay, how others see you. Home and hearth, once again, with a beautiful Four of Wands. Just, that's how people see you, Leo. So it's always a nice card in this position, because we may be tearing our insides out and not liking ourselves, but everyone else sees us as very home and hearthy, very together, very consolidated, things going well around the home, with your family, with your people. So it's a really beautiful card, but it's also a card, it's sort of like an entry point to the next level. So the consolidation has happened, and what comes next, feeling settled, and then sort of proceeding on towards what you're going to get to do next. Positive feelings. 10 of Cups, how lovely. Love yourself first, and then others can love you. Don't expect people to love you, because it's not enough. You have to love yourself first. It's the marriage card, and it's the emotional, I can't think of the word now, but it's just it's a manifestation, I suppose, of things coming together in your emotional life, where you think, yeah, I know what I love to do, I know what I like to do in my free time, in my work time. I like to give it my best, and I like to be proud of myself. So beautiful card to start the year, Leo. So remember that whilst you're going on with your self-awareness. It's a beautiful card, and emotionally we really do have to love ourselves first in order for others to give us love. The outcome. And we have the big bad Emperor coming along, very much a card of Capricorn energy, really. He is the one where we have strategy, we have discipline, we have planning, we have patience to get to where we want to get to. So I'm thinking by the time we enter the second month of the year, you will have manifested something of an idea of where you're going and what you want to achieve for that 2026 time, and you will do it. It's also, as I said, the Father card. So whether Father is with us on this plane, or whether he's in the other world, we can still pull on that energy that our Fathers always gave us of, come on, we'll just get on with it then. Don't talk so much, just do. So a lovely energy coming through with great potential too with him, because they are the most important things, to have your strategy, your discipline and your plan.